Tutankhamun, the legendary boy pharaoh whose untimely death sparked tales of a terrifying curse. Imagine growing up in the shadow of your famous father, the powerful Pharaoh Akhenaten, who's known for his strange looks and even stranger religious views. That was the life of Tutankhamun, who took the throne at the tender age of just 9 years old. Talk about pressure. His dad, Akhenaten, had a thing about worshipping the sun. He wanted everyone in Egypt to worship one god, Aten, instead of the many gods people usually worshipped. He even moved the capital to Amarna and changed the way people wrote and made art to show how much he liked the sun god. But after he died, people went back to their old ways and Tutankhamun had to fix everything his father had messed up. He started by changing his name from Tutankhaten, which means living image of Aten, to Tutankhamun, meaning living image of Amun. Amun was the most important god in Egypt, and Tutankhamun wanted to make sure everyone knew he was serious about bringing back the old ways. The priests were happy about this, but they also wanted to take control of the country again. They told Tutankhamun what to do and who to listen to, and he became a puppet pharaoh with real power resting in the hands of two advisors, A, the high priest, and Hormib, the military chief. At age 14, he married his half-sister Ankhesenamun, which was pretty normal in the royal family at the time. But the marriage wasn't a happy one. She couldn't give his father a male heir, so she had no value. To make matters worse, Tutankhamun and Ankhesenamun couldn't have kids either because he had a few genetic disorders due to all the inbreeding in the royal family. Modern studies show that she miscarried several times and that he had a cleft palate and a club foot. 2 mummified fetuses were found in his tomb, one of which had a skull as big as an adult. When he was 18 or 19, he got sick and died. Some believe that a leg infection from a fractured thigh bone killed him. Others think it was malaria or another genetic disorder. One theory even claimed that he was assassinated, based on the damage to his skull, but later research showed that the damage happened after he died. What really makes Tutankhamun famous, though, isn't his life or death, but his tomb. When British archaeologist Howard Carter opened it in 1922, it was filled with over 5,000 artifacts, including his iconic golden death mask. People had always loved finding tombs of important people, but this one was special. It was almost perfectly preserved and full of treasures. And then there was the curse. Soon after Carter found the tomb, his rich friend, Lord Carnarvon, died from a blood infection. It seemed like the curse was real, especially since there was an inscription on the wall that read, "Death shall come on swift wings to him who disturbs the peace of the king." Over the next few years, 11 other people connected to the discovery died in strange ways, but Carter himself lived to be 64. So maybe the curse wasn't real. Maybe these deaths were just unfortunate coincidences. In 2016, new scans revealed possible hidden chambers behind the tomb walls. Some believe these could hold the remains of Queen Nefertiti, Tutankhamun's father's former wife, but it hasn't been confirmed yet. Maybe one day we'll find out what's really in those secret passages. In 2010, scientists used a DNA test to find out why he had such a hard life. They discovered that he had a genetic mutation that affected his brain development, causing learning disabilities and behavioral problems. He also had a deformed foot and a cleft palate, which is when the roof of the mouth doesn't close all the way. This is probably because his parents were brother and sister. In ancient Egypt, royal families often married close relatives so that the pharaoh's bloodline wouldn't be diluted, but this practice led to a lot of genetic problems. Tutankhamun's skull had lots of holes, and scientists think that this was part of a mummy's curse. It's a sad end to the story of one of Egypt's most famous pharaohs, but it's not the end of Tutankhamun's story. His legacy lives on through the beautiful artifacts found in his tomb, which are now in the Grand Egyptian Museum. These objects tell the story of a young pharaoh who died too soon, and of a tomb that has fascinated the world for almost 100 years. Who was Tutankhamun? A weak ruler or an eternal legend? You decide in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos about ancient Egypt.